How's everybody? Great.
Questions?
How different is just the practice for you now as the coordinator? What added responsibilities, I guess?
Well, obviously, you're looking at the scheme as a whole and how all 11 fit, and then just the finished product of the whole group, and along with the scheme, just that we're executing the proper fundamentals within the game by position, but then also collectively.
You obviously saw your position group, but are you going around more to the different position groups now to sort of get more familiar with every part of it?
Yeah, and that's a great thing about coaching special teams too. Last year I was able to touch every kid in special teams, so it's not like it's foreign to me talking to the different groups.
Today was the first day of pads. What did you see from the defense?
I mean, I saw some good things and some things we got to clean up. We got to practice smarter, and a lot of times when you put the pads on, guys kind of get overamped up the first day. And I saw some mistakes we can't have from an execution standpoint.
Would you say that right now that the overall condition is something you need to work on pretty strongly?
I think Coach Ed's done a great job. I think they're in great condition. They're running to the football. I don't see that as an issue right now.
Mark kind of pointed to that defensive line group as a position that needs to play a lot better this fall. What do you need out of them this spring?
I mean, number one, be disruptive, change the line of scrimmage. We need some guys to appear in particular at the end and tackle spot. There's great competition in that room, but they got to rise to the top.
What does a guy like Darius West coming back off that injury, and what does he sort of bring to that group?
Well, first of all, Darius loves to play football. Right now, he's a little rusty, like you'd expect. It's been a long time since he's been on the field, but he's certainly improved in the last 3 days.
A guy like Kobe Love, he started to sort of come on toward the end of the season, doing a lot of the things you guys wanted him to do. Have you seen him progress at all, spring as well?
Yeah, and I think he can come just like anybody. The great thing about spring is everybody's ceiling's here, and they got to bring it up to here. And that goes, I don't care if you're an All-American or if you're a third-team guy. That's what the spring's about. The spring is about refining fundamentals, learning the game deeper, learning your position deeper, and improving. I mean, certainly those are two guys that, they're obviously a year smarter, a year further along. They've played more football than last year at this time. But two, just like everybody else, again, they can increase their ceiling, increase their load.
Had a couple linebackers transfer since the fall. How do you feel about the depth of that second one?
I mean, we got good competition going on right now there. You still got Cash there. You got Eli. You got Jamin. You got Roland Walder. You got Drew Schlegel. So there's still depth there.
Where does Kobe Walker fit in there? Like, what position is sort of his natural?
Kobe's kind of the medium guy.
How are you looking at the DB's position?
What's that?
How are you looking at the DB's position?
There's great competition there right now, in particular at corner, which is a great thing. So I think, there's right now 5 or 6 guys that are all competing hard. I think you just point out the things that he's weak on film, and a kid like that wants to be great, he tries to make those weaknesses into strengths, And at the end of the day, I mean, there's not a guy out on that field that has a perfect practice. So until you have a perfect practice, you got something to strive for.
Got a guy like Lonnie Johnson that has a short window in terms of being able to show what he can do and help his football team. What do you see in him?
I like what Lonnie's brought right now, but it's been a long time since he's played football too, kind of like Darius, in a different way. But he's certainly improved in the last 3 days. And again, that's the great thing about spring. Yes, he's got a short window in the spring, but he's got all summer and all training camp too.